Hello everybody, and welcome to Quantus here on the FTG server with me, TechJock. And yeah, I'm jumping forward a little bit. I had a whole episode planned for doing Tinker's Construct stuff, making the smeltery, and making some tools. However, two things stopped me from going ahead with that. One was because I'm a little bit behind on releasing something, so everybody else has got an episode out. And some of those episodes, in fact, most of those episodes, cover it a bit better than what I think I did. So I would recommend, if you're wanting to see somebody building a smelter and setting it up and showing you the ins and outs of doing that, then check out one of the guys, or a lot of the guys, on the server and see what they have done. So I have skipped ahead and I have a Tinker's Construct smeltery set up here. And it's all working really nicely. I've gone with what is a fairly standard 3x3 internal area, and that just makes it easier to calculate out how much stuff you're going to get out, because you put in multiples of 9 and you're going to get multiples of blocks out. Makes life a bit easier to calculate, and as you should be aware by now, if it's easier to calculate for me, it's all the better. Over here I have hidden the benches and things and whatnots behind this wall, so I'll close that up in a little bit, and that way we only actually see and need the crafting station, because we can switch between all the rest of the things here like that. Brilliant. And I've got a little spice rack set up, so I've got some of the more commonly used things. What I am going to do at the moment is shut that portal up, because it does make a horrible noise. I'm going to need some wood. Do I have some decent amount of wood here? I do. And do I have a bit of redstone? Bit of redstone, anybody? Nope. And as you can see, I have set up some storage drawer stuff as well. So note block and wool, please, for a sound muffler. Yep, so we've got some compacting drawers and some other things set up here just to make life a little bit easier, particularly the things that were taking up an awful lot of room, like the cobblestone, netherrack, dirt and sand there. So yeah, that will make life a little bit easier for us, I think. Let's go behind. That's going to go back into that room, isn't it? Yes, it is. I don't really want to do that. Let's go under the floor there, like that. No, I don't want that. There we go. And chisel stone, that's what we're wanting there. That has made life a little bit nicer. We can have this here, like that, and I will fill in the other one as well. So, and you'll notice that there's a little work area here, which we will cover in just a moment as well. But going back to our Tinker stuff, yeah, everything's been going nicely. But the other reason I didn't bother rather showing my episode was the Tinker's Construct tools that I made in that episode were rubbish. They were really terrible, so I didn't see much point in showing them off, because I pretty much binned them. There's a couple of them that I used. I've got a couple of lumber axes that I put over next to what is Grok's manual tree farm over in the mining dimension. There's a normal lumber axe, and it's got copper parts, so you get extra XP when you chop down a tree, and there's an auto smelt version of that as well, so you can get a lot of charcoal very quickly, and it works out as a pretty good XP farm as well. But let's have a look at the tools I do have. I'm not going to really cover this excavator, it's pretty standard stuff there. There's a load of stuff on it, but it's not particularly exciting. But what we do have is our two mainstays. Skeleton key, because it'll open any door, and this is an iron head. It's got a paper binding and an ardite tool rod, and it's got some other stuff on there as well. That petramore up the top, that's from the ardite tool rod, and that means that when you mine up stone, it helps increase the durability, or repair the durability. Minette 2 is from the head. The iron head means that when you mine up things, they get attracted towards you, so you can pick them up easier. Writable is from the paper tool binding, which gives us an extra modifier. Mending moss I put on. You can make some, if you just chisel some stone into mossy stone bricks and then put 9 of them in a crafting grid, you will get a lump of moss. And then if you whack that against a vanilla bookshelf, when you've got 10 levels, it'll absorb the 10 levels and it'll make you mending moss, which you can apply on this. It takes up a modifier and it acts like the mending enchant. So you can see over on the right there it says stored XP 0 at the moment. So it seems to have its own XP store. I haven't quite figured out exactly how that works, but that's fine. I've put an obsidian sharpening kit on this, so it's got the mining level of cobalt, even though it's only an iron head that's on it. I've applied some redstone and I have applied some lapis as well, so it is got a very good mining speed through the redstone, and it's also got that luck on there from the lapis, but I haven't completely done that up yet. It needs more. Actually, I hadn't even noticed that there's a, yeah, there we go. I've only got 54 out of 60 on the first level of luck, so that one's good. And this hammer I didn't actually name because I wanted to keep it as cobalt, copper, wood, because I can use any of those to repair this. So it's a cobalt head that's on this, but obviously cobalt's quite expensive and I don't want to be using my cobalt up repairing this, because the durability, although it's good, isn't brilliant. But I can use copper or wood to repair this. Obviously I'd be wanting to use wood if I'm back here, but if I'm down in a mine somewhere, chances are I could probably manage to do smelt up some copper to repair this. So cobalt head, wood plate, copper plate, and then another ardite tool rod for this one, the tough rod in this case, and that gives that petramore as well. The momentum modifier there, that comes from the cobalt, which means the longer you mine, the faster you mine. Well established is from the copper plate, that gives us the XP from mining, and it just means then that we're effectively an XP farm when we're mining. You just get it from mining up any blocks, not just coal and redstone and diamonds and things like that. So that's excellent. You mine a face of cobblestone and you still get XP. It's brilliant. Ecologicals from the wooden plate, and that just means that it repairs very slightly over time. Glowing is fantastic. 2 glowstone and eye of ender takes up 1 modifier slot, and it just means when you get to a dark bit, it lays down a little glow ball thing. Haste again, and mending moss. Let's have a look at that glowing thing. So let's go. That looks pretty dark there, and there we go. It's laid that little glow ball there on the ground. It's very, very handy. I like that a lot. Pick that up at the moment. Well, not pick it up, but break it. Other things I discovered today. When you are pouring out stuff from here, I'm not going to do it at the moment because I don't have a huge amount in there just now, but it used to be that you would have to have like a redstone clock or something ticking onto the faucet to make it pour out. Now you don't need that. You just need a lever. So turn the lever on, it will pour out and continue pouring out, so you can pipe out from the bottom of this thing, block will go away, and then it'll start pouring again. So, and then obviously turn it off for off. So that's very handy. You don't need to do any silliness with having to have some sort of clock or something attached to that, which is very nice indeed. Over here I set up this, which is kind of a similar to that, but this means that we've got a work table to work on, and I did it specifically so I could start with Super Circuit Maker, because I thought I was going to need a clock for the faucet. So I'd made this, but as it turns out, I didn't actually need it. But this thing's really, really cool. I'm very much looking forward to using Super Circuit Maker. I'm not going to go into it in any detail at the moment, but this is what I came up with as a little clock for sending a pulse to that thing there. So we can turn it on and off. So that's it. Disables this little ender pulsar. And then if you turn it off, the ender pulsar pulses, goes down here, and flicks this switch on and off. How cool is that? I think it's pretty cool. So looking forward to getting my teeth into it. But what I'm wanting to cover today is in here. Oh yes. So I'm thinking this tunnel A is in the middle of the floor, and B, it's a bit of a pain to get up and down. Well, getting down is fine because I can put on my slime boots nowadays and just jump off the edge of my balcony, and yeah, that's fine. I'm not going to take any fall damage, but it would be better for a nice way of getting up and down, and that's going to be through here. So as you can see, I have a tunnel upper waypoint, so this is where we're going to start off. Really quite pleased with this. Looks cool. And we're going to come through here and out here, and it's going to come, and we're going to eventually... Oh, ow, ow. Oh, run away, run away, run away, run away. That's not very nice. Where are you? Where are you? Yeah. And did you go right off the edge? Nope. There you go. Right, yeah, so we're going to come out here, and as you can see, there's tunnel lower and there's tunnel shaft. So it's going to come out and it's going to go down, and that will take us out quite close to where NZ Hook's sluice gate is. He's kind of got a bit for his dam over there. So we're going to come out and go over. There we go. Yeah, so we're going to go out there and over there. So as you can see, I've cleared out this tunnel, and I've done a little bit of work with the walls because I would quite like, well, for a start, I would quite like it to be morning, because then I wouldn't need to deal with all these people. There we go. Did I say that I've got the sleep charm? Made that thing. That's very handy. Read a red bed, just the normal bed from Minecraft, made with red wool, because we've got quark. It changes the beds around, so if you use different coloured wools, you get different coloured beds. Leather and sticks, and you get a sleep charm, which if you have it on, means that you sleep instantly. It's very handy, particularly on servers where you have Morpheus installed, as we do, so we can have a number of people sleeping instantly. So I'm wanting this bit of the tunnel to be extremely dark, mainly because when we're in here, I want us to look down this tunnel and just see blackness. I think it would look quite cool, just having it as dark can be down here. So I think what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to just do that up to about here, and as we come out, then it'll start being lighter again. And I don't want that. That's what I'm wanting. So we're going to have diagonal bits along like this, but I think I want, yeah, I want that out of there. So what I'm wanting to do is, yeah, I do want that like that. Yeah. Or I could just do, yeah, I might just do it more simply, because it's almost completely black. We're not even going to see any of the shapes of this. Let me take this corner bits down, because I don't think there's much point in doing that. I'm going to go over the top there, and I want to have that back on there. I want to have that back on there like that, but I want to have that behind there. There we go. That's better. Now, do I want it to be directly like that? And then I can just come over. I definitely want there to be a little bit more. Do I want there to be a bit more headroom? I don't know. There should maybe be a little bit of a gap around the edge. So open it up like this. See, the durability on this isn't brilliant, but it does go down less when I'm mining up that cobblestone. I didn't really need that in there. Right, let's bring that up like that. Like this. You see, that's going to be good. And then I'm going to have that. This is going to be dark stone as well. Like this, right. And like this. Perfect. See how this stuff flies towards me a bit because of the magnetic quality. Right. And cool. That's all looking good. And then we'll have that in the corner. It's all looking good. And then I'll do black on the floor as well, right the way over. We just need to go like that and like that. See how good this is at giving us XP? And then like that. Yeah, looking nice and dark in there. Yeah, it's going to look completely empty basically. And we'll need a couple of these. Yeah, it's going to look really good like that, I think. Let's just quickly finish off up to this point. Oops. And get rid of that for the moment. I will need some sort of lighting in there probably. And let's turn off that waypoint. So tunnel upper, off. There we go. Oh yeah, that looks pretty cool. That looks pretty cool. Do I have any more rails? Do I have any more rails kicking about? I think I've got rails somewhere. Not seeing any there. Wait, was that? No, that's ladders. Rails? Nope. Nope. Aha, there we go. So I don't know what I need in the terms of boost rails, but there we go. Cool. And then this will disappear off into the darkness there. Cool, liking that. That looks very cool indeed. So let's see about the next bit, and I'll finish this off in a little bit. So this is going to come out here, basically, is where we're going to be coming out here. Right, excavator, please. So that. And like this, and that took a lot longer than it would have done if I'd just done it by hand, but never mind. So we're gonna go and say like that. Oops. Like this. And say, well, we're going to need to go down a little bit anyway, so like that, and then, and that is the level there. Okay, so that is our tunnel coming out here, and we'll finish there. So let's like this, and obviously I need to do the roof as well. That's just stone, but I need to do it as well. Right, let's get this and that. Could maybe do with a builder's wand at this point, but alright. Just got to watch those little glow things, they sometimes are getting in the way a little bit. And there. Cool. Let's light it up a little bit with the glow balls whilst we're here just now. Just so we don't get any nasties spawning. Right, so it's going to come around like this. Let's take out that and that. Cool. And then, oops, like this here. Now, I think I want to keep that as glass for the time being, or will have that as glass for the time being. And when we come out here, this is going to be taken away, and that is going to be taken away. Yep. Yeah, that looks good, and I might have that as glass. And then maybe that would be good as... No, I think that needs to be solid, and I might fill in some of that, refill some of that with dirt. Right, let's have a look now. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's not bad. And then when we come down here, I want to use rounded stuff. That's not bad like that. Yeah. Maybe that being rounded as well. Yeah, that needs to go away, because that needs to be like that. Yeah, that's cool. I can cope with that. But I think that needs to be like that. Maybe. Let's have a look. Right, so I want to do the roof as well. Let me get the roof sorted here, and I'm gonna do glass in there, and I'll be back in a moment. Slightly more than a moment later, but I've been working on the bottom of here as well. So this is where the shaft comes down, or will come down, and I've been playing around with a couple of things. I was trying solid blocks that these rails would go up on, and I tried using these platformer things. These kind of look quite cool in, you know, and I've even made the wrench for these, and you can turn them and stuff. Not quite sure. It seems semi-random how they go down, because these ones I kind of wanted like this. See? See how it's like a bracket on the wall, like a shelf? And they kind of look okay, and you can actually climb up these. They're like a ladder as well. So they're kind of cool, but it was looking a little bit cramped in here. So what I've done, I've discovered that chiseled blocks can support a rail. So I've made this, and it's just a tiny thin platform, and I can go around and I can make it look a bit more substantial and worked into this a bit better. Yeah, I'll do something about that, but I can come along here and work these rails up in a spiral like this, and it just works, and it's looking kind of good. I'm liking how this is coming along, and I can just go along and go. It goes two along, and no, it doesn't. It goes along like that, and then one up. It goes two along, one up on each bit. So I come to here. I've run out of diorite here. I want to do this diorite all the way up to where it breaks out of the ground. But I can continue doing this. I can put that on the side there like that, and then it'll be one up, two along, one up, like that. And I guess continue doing this in a spiral all the way up. Obviously I'm going to need a lot more tracks as well. So I can go like this and continue all the way up here. So that's looking good, and of course it's pretty cheap on resources, just using one layer of diorite at a time. Although having said that, I have just run out, so that's perfectly okay. And let's go up here, and I'll show you what I've done up at the top. Boop. And boop. Ah, no, I messed that up. Oh, excuse me, my word. What an ill-timed sneeze that was. Right, let's go up a bit more. And up a bit more. And we're nearly there. Now you can see I've already started putting this bridge section out, or don't know if you call it bridge. Wow, I am really nailing it today, and that's not going to make me jump because there's a vine there. Come on. I think I'd have been quicker just climbing up. Right. I would have been quicker just going around down on the floor and just climbing up. There we go. Right. Here we go. That's better. So, what we have now is we have this tunnel coming out here using the black basalt blocks. Looks really good. And we've got this tinted glass here. I haven't bothered chiseling it, particularly because we've got the architecture blocks there, and they, of course, don't play nice. And if I had accidentally clicked, I would crash the desktop, and I've done that a few times. So they come out here, and it just keeps with the level of the ground there. That's why that window is a funny shape. But it comes out here, and then it switches over. Once it actually sort of breaks out completely from the mountainside, then it switches over to the white blocks, or to the diorite blocks. I just fancy using diorite. It's got a bit more texture than some of the white blocks from the flat white blocks, because well, they're flat white. So it looks good, and then we've got a transparent white block, sort of a tinted glass, but it's just slightly white. And then it'll come out over here, and this is exactly over that. So this is going to then curve round and start spiraling down. So that's where we're going to get up to, but I need a lot more diorite, and I need to clean out some of the stuff I'm going to get. In fact, you know what? Those stone floors are good, but they're away. Oh, and I can reuse some of that. So I need to get some diorite and chisel it up. I can get rid of those transparent blocks there as well. But one of the things I have been doing, these round outer corners, let's see, because these are a bit of a pain to put down. These ones are okay. These are the round outer corners as well. You can't see them from this angle, but they curve, well, the other way, so it curves around that way. Same on the other side as well. So it looks really quite nice. But when you put those ones down, if you shift and go along, which is quite handy because that's what you want to do when you're close to the edge, it puts them down. Oh, well, that's interesting. It puts them down like that. So that's kind of handy, but it would appear that it does make a difference where you shift click. Oh, that's good. So by shift clicking on the bottom edge of the block, it puts it exactly the way round I'm wanting. That is great, because using the hammer to rotate these is extremely hit or miss. I have not figured out the mechanics of that hammer and which way it rotates things at all properly yet. So that's good. I'm very glad about that. So I need a lot more diorite. And we should have a bunch more stone. You can chisel the stuff, but this chisel's about to break. Can I get rid of some stuff? I want to get rid of well, that for a start. I want to go and put that in there, that in there, that can go in there. That's a bit of a waste, but never mind, and that can come out as well. So this is going to probably break my chisel, but we can chisel up some diorite. So I'm not, yeah, there we go, not reliant on that. I do have some, good. Not reliant on digging up diorite. Yeah, that'll do. Cool. Right, so we can quite happily go and like that, and I think that's all we've got just now. I'm going to chisel that up as well, just because it's easier to handle in a chiseled form in the little bits, and I can place it however I fancy. Cool. And what else did I want? I wanted more of those rounded corners, didn't I? Those ones. We're going to need a good number of these. Like, so I think we're going to need that and probably more. But we'll see how we get on with that at the moment. And I want to get rid of that. Don't need those ones anymore. Cool, so we've got the transparent blocks there, we've got the rounded blocks. We are looking pretty good. Obviously I'm going to need an awful lot more rails, and I need to get some more iron for that. I've got some cooking up in the smeltery, but I might go and make use of the iron farm that Nonsanity made and get that sorted out. So really I need to build this out to the edge and build up our platform. Ah! Good job I've got rubber boots on. There we go. Yeah, I need to build up. I'm going to get rid of that as well. There we go. Build that out, build this up, replace the walls with the diorite there, and just generally make the two meet in the middle, and I'll see you on the other side of that. Well then, I have finished it. Look, there it is in all its glory. We can't really see very much of it at the moment, but let's have a look and have a go of it. This is great fun. We'll go in here. Unfortunately, you can't have the corner ones powered. They don't work as powered rails, so I've had to do a thing where I've got redstone blocks all the way up like that. Powering things. I suppose I could have done redstone torches, but hey ho, I've got plenty of redstone at the moment. We're not running out of it, so let's have a wee go of this. Obviously I need to make a proper station down here, but there we go. Let's get in this thing and get going, and we'll face out this way because that's the way that we can see out in just a moment. There we go, we've got the glass looking out the way like that just now, and we just keep going round and round and round as we climb up. Can't really see very much if we look out that way, but there we go. That's looking pretty nice like this, and it's just open on one side until we get up to this point, and then it's open on all sides as we're getting up this way, and then along this, and then into the station, round the corner, and we are golden. How cool is that? So it's also a lot quicker going down the way, as you might imagine. Let's go in and try it on the way down as well. So scooting along. Oh, what a fantastic view out here, and we'll just go scoot down. So yeah, there's the bottom edge of that as well. And we are fair rattling down. I don't normally like roller coasters, but this is pretty cool. And we are done. Ah, no, get out. Stop it. Stop it. I don't think it's going to get all the way. Yeah, we'll come down the way. There we go. So it does come all the way down to the bottom and just stops there. Cool. Stop. I'll pick that up actually. That'll save any issues. So let's see, can we... There's monsters nearby. Monsters? There we go. Ow. Right, let's have we... Ooh. Ow. Let's take care of this guy and then... Thank you. Right, let's see. We'll go up here and we'll have a look at the outside of this thing, because it looks pretty cool from the outside as well. Let's just kind of head on up. Yeah, so that's it from the outside. I might want to take some of this stuff down a little bit. Yeah, because there was a bit where I tried coming down before. I might fill that in. And I want to get rid of that. Uncover the front a little bit. Can I get that? I can get that one, but I won't get that one. Right. There we go. Boink. Cool. Cool beans. Right. I shall break you with a sleeping bag, apparently. Let's clear this down the side as well. And... Come on. There we go. Like so. There we go. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so I think I'll go over the other side and do something about that as well. I'll make this... I'll pull this back a bit, I think. It'd be good to have it a little bit cleaner here. Like... Oops. Didn't want to do that. Obviously. I'm getting the hang of placing those things right. And we're looking not too bad for here. Just put some of that dirt in place. And like that. That'll be fine. I might want to take out that and put in solid one. Like that. There we go, that's a bit better. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Yeah, so I'm quite happy how this is looking now. I think it's looking pretty good. So that's us for this episode. We now have a functional rail system to get us up and down. I'm going to do something. I'm probably going to work on the train station a little bit later on. I want to get on with some other projects in between. Well, I want to get on with some other projects next episode. In between episodes, I will block off the other entrance up and perhaps put a sign saying that they've to come round to this side. And yeah, until the next time, everybody, I'm going to go and play on my new train set, and I shall see you the next time. Bye-bye and have a funs.